Bitcoin finally made overnight a new all-time high, exactly as I predicted it. And now the next phase of this bull run has just started, and I will show you what that means for us and so much more that I have prepared for you guys here today. So don't miss out on that. It's a really important episode, and let's go. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on this first day. So we start off really briefly with the DXY. The DXY is pumping here to the upside right now. It still remains under 98 points, and I still see here a turnaround at any given moment, more or less. We're pumping here a little bit to the upside currently because of some new tariffs that were announced that Trump is hammering out, but that is nothing to be concerned nothing to be concerned of in my opinion. And I see here still a rejection at around the 98 point level if we are not already turning around before that. When we're going into Bitcoin on the weekly chart, so we have put in a new all-time high here overnight at $111,900 approximately, on some exchanges $112,000, and now I'm telling you we are going to pump through that resistance level and get either to the 2.618 level at $113,927 or slightly above that with a wick and close the weekly candle in that manner. Why? Because the stochastic RSI is still pointing to the upside, so there's still momentum left to go a little bit higher, and also the RSI will start pointing a little bit higher, closer to overbought conditions here by the start of next week. When we're going into the daily chart, here our small bull flag has broken out to the upside. Also, the upper band of the Bollinger Band was hit as I predicted it for you guys. And now we're gonna see here something similar like this, while the Bollinger Band will be again respected on the way up here. Somewhere around the $114,000, $116,000 level, I see a small correction to the downside, and then continuation after some small consolidation into higher levels. Now, on the 1 hourly chart, here you can clearly see how we tried to break through that resistance area and failed. That's why we're coming down currently. But our overall trade setup that I'd given here just a couple of days ago played out perfectly. So congratulations if we were in that trade. And I can tell you right now that Bitcoin is setting up here, not only based on the 1 hourly chart, also other charts, for the next move here to the upside to retest this level here once again, because the stochastic is already flatlining on the bottom, being oversold. The RSI is still holding up above bullish territory here, and the MACD will lose with the next 1 hourly candle momentum and also start to slide slowly around. Why do we are going down right now? Because we have here a massive fair value gap candle, or a vector candle, whatever you want to call it, a massive one all the way down to $109,557. Here on the 50 minutes chart, you can actually see it way better. Here we have the resistance area that was holding us basically away from a new all-time high, flipped into support. We have twice now tested that. And here you can see better the vector candle that I'm talking about. This is the vector candle that might be retested here one more time, just with a quick scare move. Then we come back up and continue the upwards trajectory, because here the RSI is already turning around. The stochastic is giving a sell signal. The MACD is signaling slight downwards continuation, but as you can see here, bulls are stepping in and pushing the price back to the upside. So this might be over here in the next 30 minutes in my opinion. And at the same time, you should also always look out for patterns like that when you see them. So here is another potential small bull flag forming. So when this downwards trend line is broken, you're gonna get the next major breakout to the upside. See here, this is already flipping green right now. 3 hours basically to get here the next potential breakout to the upside. So if we treat this, then this gives us already a target of $114,250, something that we have seen before, you know. So here on the 4 hourly chart, we have we are more or less there with that bull flag formation here. So I hope you were able to take the W pattern, that trade, because that has hit already its target, and you can remain in that trade. Just set your stop loss around $110,000, I would say right now, just to protect your position. in case that we're turning around, but otherwise we go all the way up here to $114,000 here based on the 4-hourly chart. If you want to take these trades in the future and want more of them, then sign up on BloFin. You get potentially a Rolex watch depending on how much you trade there, plus still deposit bonuses and 10% cash back on your initial deposit. Plus it's a non-KYC exchange. So there is a link in the pin comment below and in the description below. If you want to support the channel, use that link. And also on Sunday, I will give away $500 to 5 people if you sign up and at least deposit $100 on BloFin. So definitely check that out. Here on this 4-hourly chart, that trades it up to $114,000, like I just said, is here still in play with the entry here above the trading range. You could have still entered this here technically yesterday before we broke this downward sloping trend line. And if you are here in the trade since $105,000 that I've given here a week or two, I think it was ago, you are anyway fine. You know, so just hold on a little bit longer. We are going to hit this target here in the next 24, 36 hours, in my opinion. On the MDX algo scalp gradients, here we see now early reversal signs. We have here 2 dot plots while we're going down here. We are below the daily open. We have here also 2 dot plots plus a bearish divergence popping up on this indicator. So here, like I said, we could come down to like $109,500 in the worst case. And from there, we should get supported and continue into 114, 116, and then $120,000 in the short term. On the liquidation levels, most of the over leveraged liquidity was taken out here, as you can see. So there is just a little bit at $111,700, and otherwise we have only long liquidity below us. Here you see now what I mentioned the other day, that long liquidity is building up, starting to build up here below us, and they are basically the ones that will get punished at one point, especially if we keep going higher. There will more people come in and open longs here. And when we are up here at $114,000 approximately, that will be the level that we are going to take out before we get continuation into higher level, into higher prices. So that's why I'm looking out for everybody down here, all the way down to $107,500. I think these guys, they are more or less safe with their positions for now. Now on the liquidation heat map, you can clearly see we have taken out here the liquidity that was stacked all the way up here. Now I have to go into a lower time frame to see most likely on the week. Yeah, so you see here all the way up to $114,000. There is still liquidity left to be taken here to liquidate people that are holding shorts. But after that, it's below us, the liquidity, where market makers will go and hunt these levels. So, and as you can see here, the next level is at $109,000 all the way down to like $107,600, $700 approximately. But this is not happening now. First, we keep going higher before we go lower. So we can keep opening positions here. Bitcoin dominance at the same time is finally breaking down. We were waiting for that so long. And this is, in my opinion, the start of the final altcoin phase. And the final phase of this bull run for now, until we get a pause and then continuation. But this is the moment where you need to be in altcoins to make insanely stupid gains. So I have said it before, when you look here at the altcoin index, we're at 24. You want now to start building positions before everything starts to blast to the upside. Because otherwise you're going to get left behind, because we could be... if it goes really bad for some of you guys, we could be by Saturday somewhere closer to 35 to 40 on that chart. And then it starts to get complicated to get good entries that you can hold over a long time period. So if you want to take positions here, guys, sign up on Bybit. Most of my altcoin trades are still happening there. You get up to $30,000 in sign-up and deposit bonuses and 20% cash back right now. If you are eligible for a Bybit card, 20%. So go and check that out while you can. There's a link in the pin comment below and in the description below for that. So now really quickly, Ethereum broke above $2,741. I said to you guys, this here is the more risky entry. This is the safe entry. So it's not too late to enter this right now, because we're just 1% away, basically. And the target remains the same, $3,182. But that looks to me like that we're going to get a retest at $2,700 at some point really soon. So you can just set some limit orders for now. And yeah, relax, because I don't see us pushing here in the next coming 24 hours here past $3,000. I just don't see it. Then Solana is above $157. That's what we wanted to see for continuation, because at the same time we are above the downward sloping trend line of that bump and run pattern. The throwback to the trend line is standing out, but this will happen here also in the next coming hours. And then that is your final entry for that massive swing position. You can, of course, trade this shorter term and just take profits along these levels here on the way up, but the market is definitely heating up right now, and you have to be positioned for this phase that is just starting here. So and that's basically already for today's, guys. I'm pretty tired. I worked the whole day. I had so much stuff to do. Tomorrow we're going to talk way more about altcoins and entries. We have ample time to get into them, but you have to do it in the next 48 hours, otherwise you're gonna get left behind. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you with more money tomorrow.